Our population is increasing approximately 2 million people every year. What's at stake with this rapid population growth?
The Philippine population is projected to reach 142 million by 2045 with an average annual growth rate of 1.21%. This exhibits our nation's issue on overpopulation that is deemed to be the root cause of poverty and greater imbalance between the supply and demand of people, causing scarcity, hunger, and other problems in developing countries. There are about 110.59 million inhabitants, in which 16.7%, or over 17.7 million Filipinos, are living under poverty. This also correlates to a higher number of people in their teenage years who engage in premarital sex. Chronic hunger or poverty contributes to the lack of access to contraceptives and birth controls, the youth's lack of knowledge about sex, and schools' poor quality of sex education that are vital in determining the importance of family planning.
1 out of 10 Filipino women aged 15 to 19 is already a mother or is pregnant with their first child. Because of teenagers' curiosity, hard-headedness, and eagerness, they tend to do things without knowing the consequences of their actions. This problem is very timely and relevant to our country because of teenagers' lack of guidance from their parents and lack of sex education. In light of this problem, the Philippine government implemented the Republic Act 10354 or the Responsible Parenthood and Reproductive Health Act. This law seeks to protect the life of the mother and the life of the unborn from conception by giving equal rights and enhanced reproductive health care access to a balanced and healthful environment. Reproductive health education, parents' access to family planning, and family planning supplies are also implemented.
Proper sex education and family planning is a must for an efficient preparation in creating a family. Sex education brings issues relating to human sexuality, sexual reproduction, age of consent, reproductive health, reproductive rights, safe sex, birth control, and sexual abstinence into the table of discussion. This is helpful in understanding more about ourselves, along with the dangers of not learning these topics. This prepares an adolescent to be more aware of what they're doing and be mindful of their actions with regards to safe sex. Family planning enables couples and individuals to decide freely and responsibly the number and spacing of their children, and to have the information and means to do so, and to have access to a full range of safe, affordable, effective, non-abortifacient, modern natural and artificial methods of planning pregnancy.
Advantages of family planning. It improves mental health, decreases child mortality, reducing the number of abortions overall, especially unsafe abortion, preventing sexually transmitted infections or STIs including HIV/AIDS, empowering women, promoting social and economic development and security, and protecting the environment.
There are many different methods in family planning. You can use contraceptives, ligation, and the calendar method that is approved by DOH. With proper communication, efficient family planning, financial stability, being holistically prepared, proper knowledge in parenthood, and economic stability, you are now more prepared for your future and to the future of your child.
Calendar method, which is also called the rhythm method. A more modern approach to the calendar rhythm method is the standard days method. This method works best if your menstrual cycles are usually between 26 and 32 days long. To use the standard days method, count the days in your menstrual cycle, starting with the first day of your period as day 1. Continue counting each day of your cycle until your next cycle starts. On days 1 to 7, you are not considered to be fertile and can have unprotected sex, though you may have menstrual bleeding on those days. On days 8 to 19, you are now considered to be fertile. Avoid unprotected sex or abstain from sex to avoid pregnancy. Or if you are trying to get pregnant, these are the days to have unprotected sex. On day 20 through the end of your cycle, you are no longer fertile and now can have unprotected sex. And when you get your next period, just start the counting over at day 1.
Contraceptives. Using contraceptives is one of the most commonly used types of family planning. According to the World Health Organization, last 2019, 842 million used contraceptives, while 270 million needed more information or access to contraceptives. Using condoms is one of the most used types of contraceptives. Diaphragm is also one of the most used, which is a small silicone placed inside the vagina so that sperm cannot enter the uterus. Contraceptive pills are also used more often compared to the other types. But before taking contraceptive pills, you must visit a medical professional for prescription.
Never be carried by the moment.